What a day in sports it was yesterday on October 30th, the second to last day of October here in 2019. What a great day in sports. We're going to get into some of these big topics here that happened yesterday. First, we're going to kick it out west and out east, I guess you can say, with the Rockets and Wizards. Now, if you're just like me, I didn't really watch much NBA last night. I was watching a little bit of the World Series. Game 7, by the way. I'll get to that later. But I was looking through my NBA app, and I was scrolling through some of the scores. I was looking, Detroit, Toronto, normal game of intensive of points wise. Portland, Oklahoma City, normal game. And then I come across this. Check this out. Houston Rockets, 159 points. The Wizards, somehow, still 158. Now, it is too early in the season to get this much intensity in this much high-scoring game. It is October, my guy. The NBA season's been up for only a couple weeks, and we're having such monstrous games. Looking here at the box score, we have another crazy box line and stat line for James Harden. Look at this now. James Harden, 59 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. He shot 18 for 32 from the field. He shot 17 for 18 from the free throw line, of course. And, the Rockets got the win because, Russell Westbrook, of course, with his annual triple-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists on the field. Think about that. James Harden is second. There's like 2 weeks into the season. This man has dropped 59 points already. It's going to be a crazy year, guys. Looking over at the Wizard stats of the day, we had Bradley Beal. That man's a bad man. He's got a new contract. He's hype. He's trying to play for a contender probably coming up here in a few years. He scored 46 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, by the way, if you're wondering. Shot 14 for 20 from the field, 11 for 12 from the free throw line. He had an amazing game, and a couple no-name players who actually played good. Also, shout out to my man Isaiah Thomas, man. I'm a Celtics fan. I still love IT. This man dropped 17 and 10. It's good to see him going good and also playing really well for the Wizards so far this year. And checking a look at what he's doing this year so far, he's averaging 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 43% from the field, 43% from 3 as well, and 100% for the free throw line. So hopefully he can just continue to make the Wizards good, and he can continue to try to get paid upcoming next season. Hopefully he can. So switching over to other news. After that big game for the Rockets and Wizards, which the Rockets did win, by the way, we have Stephen Curry. Now, unfortunate news if you're a Golden State fan. Stephen Curry did break his hand, and here's actually a picture of him he posted today as of October 31st, Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. And this is a picture of Steph Curry. Looks like he has a cast on his hand, and it sounds like he's going to be out for a couple months. Now, I did hear some questions going on in terms of, should Steph Curry or sit out the whole year? I'll give you my opinion on it. No. And here's why. So, on terms of, if he really wants that three-point record, which I think he will get, I think he should seriously play this year. Now, I think that he will, of course, he will get the three-point record. He's closing in next couple years. I think he's going to get it. But I think he should play in terms of you don't want to just sit out the whole year, and you never know what could happen. Granted, it is the Western Conference. I can see the other side of, hey, you don't want Stephen Curry injured at all this year. You just want him to sit out the rest of the year, and then when Klay Thompson comes back next year, they could be fully loaded with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and you got D'Angelo Russell as well. Maybe they get a high draft pick. Maybe they sign the number 1 pick. Who knows? Maybe it's LaMelo Ball. Who knows? But there's a lot of people saying that he should sit out. I think he should play. That's just my opinion. Let me know your opinions down below in the comments. I'm not mad if he sits out, but I think he should play in the season. So we're going to switch more news to the biggest news that we have all night long. The Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns fight. Now, unfortunately, I can't show any footage of the fight because of copyright reasons. But if you want to see any footage, I will link a YouTube link below that you can go ahead and look at for the actual fight. But I'm going to have a series of tweets and Instagram posts on the screen. So we're going to start off with the first photo with Joel Embiid. It's him tweeting on Twitter. Of course, he's a big Twitter troll. And it says, "Great team win. I was raised around lions and a cat pulled me on." He said, "Great team win. I was raised around lions and a cat pulled on me tonight. LMAO. Got his mama giving me middle fingers left and right. That's some serious real estate. Hashtag fight night. Hashtag I ain't no bleep. Alright, so as you see, if you don't know, if you've seen the video, if you clicked on the link or watched it, you had Karl Anthony Towns' mom looking like she wants to fight Joel Embiid. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. It was great. And people say the NBA is soft. And we have Ben Simmons, of course, too. He also had Karl Anthony Towns in the chokehold. Now, some people say he was trying to, like, be the peacemaker. But, I mean, if you look at the video, come on, man. He was clearly in the chokehold. So going on the second Twitter that picture that Joel Embiid posted. Here is a picture, and it says, that tough guy act ain't cutting it. You know what you are. You know what you've always been. A bleep. Say it louder for the people in the back. Been kicking your butt, and pretty please make the playoffs before you talk to me. It's been a known thing. I own you, Karl Anthony Towns. This man is going in on Towns, my goodness. And let's zoom in a little bit on the right side of that picture. It's a comment that Embiid posted on Karl Anthony Towns' Instagram page, which I'll get to in a second. But here is the comment. It says, imagine talking after a 20-point loss. You hate to see it, LMAO. Go ahead using that pic of me caring about losing in the playoffs in the second round. Oh, wait, you never been there. You don't know what it's like. No cap, boy. Finally won 3 games, and he's talking, and I know you ain't talking. You've been a bleep your whole life. That's why you've been treated like a bleep by who you know. I ain't going to put your business out there because I have facts about you. Don't get it twisted. I own you. He said it on Twitter, and this man saying it on Instagram. Joel Embiid is a savage. Oh, my goodness. And then another picture, and again, this is him on Instagram now. It's a picture of him saying, great team win. Again, he was talking about the Lions and the cat pulled him out. But this time on Instagram, he tagged Jimmy Butler. And if you don't know the history behind Jimmy Butler and Karl Anthony Towns, they did have a feud. And what happened basically was they didn't get along. And basically Jimmy Butler had the third stringers against the first team Timberwolves. And it's been reported that they had blew them out badly. And that's why Jimmy Butler was involved in this, if you're wondering. So a lot of things going on Joel Embiid's way, of course. Now, we got to get the other side of the story of what Karl Anthony Towns is posted. So let's get this first picture right here of Karl Anthony Towns. He simply says, I ain't no B, raced around lions, and puts the clown emoji. And then I'll go ahead and zoom in on some of those pictures here. So here is the next picture here. We got Joel Embiid looking, that face though. Let's just zoom in on that face. That face though that he's using is priceless here. Going into the next picture here, we have Karl Anthony Towns looking like he's trying to put Joel Embiid in a chokehold. Doesn't look like it's working too much. I do like Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid, by the way. I'm not going on either side of this. Going into the fourth picture here, we got Karl Anthony Towns, who just now put Joel Embiid in a chokehold. Ben Simmons is looking like, nah, you ain't doing that to that teammate, bro. He'll get him back here soon. And then, of course, you got the last photo here. And this was the one that Joel Embiid was talking about in the playoffs when he was crying because his team lost. And then, you know, Joel Embiid, of course, said, how about you make it to the playoffs? Although he did make it one time, but he did get swept by the Rockets. So that's all that we have for the Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns fight. We're going ahead and switch transition to our last topic of the day. And this is going against the World Series, Game 7. It was an amazing World Series last night. I didn't keep up too much this season, mostly because my Red Sox sucked. And I don't care to watch too much if my Red Sox suck. But next year I'm getting into it for sure. So basically we had a Game 7. A beautiful Game 7 where the Astros did lose, unfortunately. The Nationals won. I think it was 6-2 was the final score. And, of course, the MVP of the World Series was Steven Strasburg. I think I said it right. Let me know in the comments if I mispronounced it at all. But Steven Strasburg, a little info about him. He was drafted in the 2009 MLB draft, first overall. And here's some good stats about him. I got this off of the ESPN Twitter page, ESPN Stats and Info. It says Steven Strasburg is the first #1 overall pick to ever win the World Series MVP. And he's just the third top 2 pick to ever win the award. He is the third pitcher in MLB history to win 5 games in a single postseason, and the first to do it without taking a L. Every other person, or all the other 2 people, have taken L's. This man went undefeated in the postseason. Shout out to him, by the way. And if you're wondering who the other couple people were, you got Josh Beckett. He won the World Series MVP back in 2003. He was the second overall. And you got Reggie Jackson. He won MVP in 1977 and 1973. He was also second overall. So that is all the MLB news. I'll let you know more about that, mostly in the offseason, because the season just ended with the Nationals winning their first ever first ever World Series last night against the Astros. So it's good to see another team win it, so you don't have this constant dominance of repeating. And also good to see the Dodgers not in it after 2 straight L's that they took as well in the World Series, and they lost to my Red Sox last year. But that's all the news I have for today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure if you want to have more news or more stuff about this, make sure to go and follow my Instagram page and my Twitter page, both MrEnforcer2324, or you can look at the links below in the description. Make sure to also follow my Twitch page and Mixer. I'm still trying to figure out which platform to stream on as well. And if you want links to if you want links to any of my other channels down below as well, make sure to go ahead and follow those. MrEnforcer2324 is what I do some Minecraft gameplay on. And if you're interested in any other Let's Play that's not sports related, is MrEnforcer Let's Play as well. So without further ado, I'll catch y'all later. Hopefully it's soon with some more sports. And I hope you guys like my NCAA videos. And I'll catch y'all later. Deuces!